Hey guys, today I'm going to be bringing you a Jayce solo top guide, and it looks like in this game I'm against a Singed, and Singed is one of the most solo tops in the game. Let me change this music real quick.
A summoner has reconnected.
Alright, that sounds a lot better. Yeah, like I was saying, Singed is definitely one of the most annoying solo tops in the game, along with Yorick. They can be, especially if they're really good, they can be hard to play against because those two champions really don't have any hard counters, but Jayce does pretty good against Singed just because of his E ability and hammer form. It does a certain amount of damage, plus at level 1 it does plus 8% of the enemy's maximum health, and I know that at rank 5 it will do 20% of their max health, so that's a good way to kind of get their health down. Though Singed and Yorick have really good sustain, and they're really tanky and just hard to deal with, so that helps a lot against people like them. I heard Jayce doesn't do very well against Yorick, but I've never tried it. Whenever I play Jayce, I always start off with my Q first, which in your hammer form, it basically you just jump up in the air and slam your hammer down on them, and I believe it can hit up, maybe it's either up to 3 people or just like all the people in that area where you land, and it's really good if you're invading or if the other team is invading, because it's a slow, and it also does AoE damage, so that's really good if you guys can catch somebody out. And if they're invading and you see a bunch of them coming your way, or you know that they're hiding in a bush, you can just shoot them with your Q, and it'll hit everybody. And right there, I was just harassing Singed a little bit. Every time that he gets close to the minions, I just want to shoot him a couple times with my range. Basically, to beat Singed, one of the best things that you can do is try to deny him farm. And whenever he gets really close to you, just turn into your hammer form and jump on him and like this and let your combo. And right here, I let Udyr stun him, and then I ran in front of him and used my E to knock him back away from his turret, so we had more time to kill him. But yeah, definitely one of the best things that you can do against a Singed is try to deny him farm, but don't try harassing him so much that you deny yourself a farm. It looks like this Zyra kept disconnecting, which is pretty good for me since she's on the other team. But oh wait, never mind, she's on my team. That's actually pretty bad. Anyways, yeah, this game, it looks like we had an Amumu support, and he's got Ignite on, which is also really bad. But it's solo queue. I mean, people do retarded stuff in solo queue all the time. But also another thing with Jayce is his auto attack damage is actually really low. So basically, if you're playing Jayce, you need to harass with your combo. You need to turn into your hammer form, jump on him, and you turn on your W, which I haven't talked about yet. It's actually like an electric field around you that does AoE damage. It really doesn't do that much damage, but I mean, still, it's some damage is better than no damage. But basically, you don't want to get greedy. Like, I mean, I could dive on him right now and probably kill him, but I don't want to go under his turret, because with Singed, he's just going to end up flinging me. I'm only level 5, and all I have are boots and 2 pop, so he might end up killing me. But the best thing that you can do with Jayce is just jump on them, turn on your electric field, and knock them away, and then just get out of there, because Jayce has pretty high cooldowns, especially early game, and you basically need his abilities to get any kills. Like, you're not gonna get any kills by just jumping on someone, unless it's like the other team's AD carry who's really squishy. You're not gonna get killed by just jumping on somebody and just unloading your combo on them and then auto attacking them to death. Like, you just have to use your combo for harass. Just jump on them, knock them away, run away, go back, switch back to your cannon form, and go back to farming. Also, another really good thing about Jayce is after you buy a point in your W, whenever you're in hammer form, your auto attacks give you mana back. So you basically just have unlimited mana. I mean, it's possible to run out of mana with Jayce if you're just constantly using abilities and never switching into your hammer form to farm. Basically, right now what I'm doing, just farming and trying to get as many last hits in as I can without pushing the lane so far that I'm going to end up getting ganked. But with Jayce, I mean, he's a little hard to gank. He's pretty fast. Like, whenever he switches between his cannon form and his hammer form, he gets a movement speed buff, and then in his cannon form, his W, it lays down, or no, that's his E, I think, yeah. It lays down this, I don't know what to call it, like an electric line, I guess, and if you or teammates run through it, you get a pretty big movement speed buff, which really helps you get out of ganks. Also, that's the electric field thing that gives you the movement speed buff that I was talking about. If you shoot your Q through it, then it gives it extra long range and longer damage. And here I'm getting ganked, which doesn't look good, a 3-man gank, but I mean, I'm Jayce. It's not that hard to get out of, really. And right here I see Udyr coming, so I just kind of stick around and poke back at them and just wait around. I let him go in and tank him, and then I just jump in and help him do a little bit more damage to Rammus. That way I get 2 assists, which gives you extra money, which is always good. And here I'm going back, and I bought a Sheen, which is a really important item on Jayce. Because like I said, he doesn't do much, except his abilities are really the only thing that do damage. Like, his auto attacks don't really do anything. And so this basically, after I use an ability, my auto attack damage is doubled. So I can use my abilities and then one more hit for extra damage. Plus it also builds into a Trinity Force, which is probably the most important item that you can get on Jayce. Because he's like, I mean, he's not really an AD carry. He can be played as an AD carry, but like I said, he needs to use his abilities instead of auto attacks really to do damage. And if you wanted to build AD carry on him, you would have to build a Infinity Edge instead of a Trinity Force. Basically because you're going to be, since you're AD carry, you build all damage and really no armor unless you build a Guardian Angel or a Quicksilver Sash. But it's just going to, like, to get your full potential out of Jayce, all of your damage, you're going to have to switch into your hammer form and jump in on their face. And basically, if you're squishy like an AD carry, you definitely don't want to be up in somebody's face, especially in a team fight. So that's why I really only play him in top lane. Here, I mean, I could have finished him off, but once again, it's singed, and I really don't want to dive under his turret. Plus, I've got my Q and my E combo right there to just finish him off. So, like I said, you don't have to be greedy. Being greedy makes you it causes a lot of mistakes, and it could probably cost you the game if you just keep doing greedy moves over and over. Or if you're in the lead and you get too cocky, you know, that's the easiest way to throw a game. And here, Fiddlesticks comes top again, and I just get out of his gank again. I don't really know why I'm going back. Oh, I see Udyr coming. So, I'm just gonna poke at Fiddlesticks a little bit and wait for Udyr to get there. I'm gonna drink up a health pot while I wait for him to get there, and he goes in there. I'll let him go in first and stun, so no Fiddlesticks can't do any damage. And then I just unload my combo on him, and he's dead. And there's Singed. And I'm still really low HP, and I know Singed really wanted to get to me, but Udyr is doing a good job of kiting him and not letting him get to me. And right there, I was trying to stay out of his poison since I'm so low, and just hit him with my range. And then once he got low enough, I just jumped in there with him on Udyr, loaded my combo, and then got out again. I'm going back, and right now I'm probably gonna buy a Phage. I can't really see how much money I have right now, but oh no, I bought some Merc Turret, yeah, and a Phage. And I like stocking up on wards, because especially when you're getting a lead like this, like I'm 2-0-4, so Singed has died 3 times top lane, Rammus died once, and Fiddlesticks died 2 or 3 times on top. And basically, when you're snowballing a lane like this, you're getting fed, lots of people are always dying in your lane. People are going to want to come gank you and shut you down because you're worth a lot of money. So you have to make sure to keep your wards up, and like I said, you don't get greedy, you just keep your wards up, go farm, just go back to farming, and just harass whenever he gets close. Right now it looks like I got Udyr a pretty good lead by helping him out with the ganks. I mean, he was doing a good job of coming in at the right times and helping me get kills on Singed, or he was getting the kills and I was assisting him, but either way it doesn't matter, it's a team game, so as long as your team gets a kill, it's worth it. Unless the support gets a kill, then that just kinda sucks, but I mean, still, at least you get an assist. But yeah, he also did a really good job of coming up top and counter ganking, which got us more kills. And if the jungler is fed like that, that's pretty bad, because, or that's pretty bad for the other team, because they're just going to be, every time he's going to be going into a lane, it's basically going to be somebody's death, especially if they overextend. But like this, especially when you have a lead, I don't know why I'm auto-attacking minions so much, but really you just want to last hit and try to keep minions on your turret, or closer to your turret, as long as you can so you don't get ganked. And, see, that's one of the really good things about Jayce, is that he's melee and ranged. He's got really good damage, and he's really fast, like, with his abilities. So he can run away if he needs to, and he can chase somebody down pretty easy if he needs to. Like, even a Singed, who is probably, besides Hecarim, one of the fastest, has the fastest movement speed in the game. He doesn't have necessarily the fastest movement speed, just from his character. I mean, he gets movement speed when he uses his ult, but every good Singed will have movement speed coins. And here I see Udyr come in from behind their turret through the jungle, and we just dive Rammus right there because he is he's actually 5 and 3, but he's only level 9, so he really hasn't been doing a good job of farming and getting XP. So he's only level 9, and he had a Thorn Mail, and he was still pretty easy to kill, even under the turret. And Singed comes back, and there's Fiddlesticks again, trying to gank me. I think this time I might actually die, yep. But there's Udyr there again for the counter gank, and Zyra comes in too. I don't know why Zyra just like ran into Singed, but we all make mistakes, so I mean, at least it was a 2 for 2 instead of 1 for nothing. And while I was dead, I finished up my Trinity Force. I wonder if this Udyr gets the kill or not. Nope. Oh, he did. Minions OP. But yeah, I think Udyr only died to Rammus because of his Thorn Mail. And I don't know if Udyr was paying attention to see that he had a Thorn Mail. So I'm just running back to lane. I mean, we're winning this game right now. We have 22 kills to their 16 kills, and we're up almost 5k gold, which is pretty good. So basically at this point I know my team can pretty much fend for themselves. They really don't need my help right now, and so I'm just going to stay top and farm. And by doing that, I know that Singed can't really go help his team unless he wants me to take his tower. So basically my team's just down there playing the same game that they're winning already, and Singed won't really be able to go and help them or take the turrets and stuff. And there, you see Singed tried to get a little aggressive with me. I just switched to my hammer for him and unloaded my combo on him, and then tried to get away from him, because after you unload your combo you really don't have much damage. Like, that's one of the reasons people build Trinity Force and stuff on AD carries like Ezreal and Corki, is because they don't have like natural steroids, you know, like how Vayne with her ult, you know, she gets a ton of attack speed, and so she's basically an auto attack champion, and with her W, her passive, every third hit it does bonus true damage, so you really want to auto attack a lot with Vayne. And Graves, he's got the his quick draw, which gives him extra attack speed, so you want to attack, you want to auto attack a lot with that. And like Corki, he just uses abilities. He's got no attack speed buffs or anything like that. anyways, here I just go back to farming. I killed Singed, and he's almost here, but I'm just gonna try to do as much damage to his turret as possible, so that way I can start running around. I can start roaming more and helping my team out, even though they don't really need help. Here he exhausts me. I don't know why. If I've been winning this whole time. Yeah, that was just retarded. I don't know why he tried to fight me. Let's see. He's level 12 and I'm level 15. He's 1-7 and I'm 6-1 and he tries to fight me. Yeah, that was pretty much retarded. But it's good for me, so I'll have a little bit extra money. But by this point, killing Singed, he's not worth much money since he's 1-7. I go back again and we'll see what I buy. I buy a BF sword, probably because the second item that you want to build on Jayce after your Trinity Force is a Bloodthirster. That helps you stay alive a lot longer in fights, especially because in fights you're not, I mean, it depends on how the fight is going. You're not really going to be able to just stand there and wait for your cooldowns to come down unless your team is doing pretty good in the fight. And Thirster gives you a lot of extra attack damage, helps your basic attacks do more damage and a lot more sustain. And there, Singed died again, so now he's 1-8, and we dive Blitzcrank, because that was just an easy kill. He should have just let the tower fall. Oh, there's Varus, and I guess we're diving him again. Oh, he actually gets away. And I think Ramus taunted me right there, that's why I stayed under the turret so long. Here we just wait in this bush. We know that this Ramus is going to be greedy and chase us. Even though that we're both low, it's still 2v1, and he's Ramus, and he can only do so much damage, since he's really just a tank. I think his mail did more damage than him. And their Fiddlesticks came in for an ult. That's what it sounded like, and I just shot something at him to help my team out. But now I'm going back because I'm pretty low HP, and I'm pretty sure I should have enough money now for a Bloodthirster. If not, I'll at least get my Vamp Scepter. Yeah, my Bloodthirster. And basically at this point, I mean, we're up 10k gold, scores 23-34. Basically the other team has no chance of coming back unless we make really stupid, greedy plays, or they make some amazing plays, or go steal Baron without us knowing somehow. So I'm going to go back and push top, because I don't want them to take my turret, because if they take my turret, that gives them extra gold, and at this point you want to deny them as much gold as possible by taking their jungle, pushing all the waves to their turrets so they can't farm as well under their turrets, taking objectives like Dragon, and to lead this big, what you need to do is just start trying to take as many towers as possible so you can do Baron and end the game, if you even need to do Baron, which right now with the lead I really don't think that we do, but it never hurts. And basically, like I said, I know that we're up enough, we can pretty much fend for themselves, so I'm just going to split push, try to end the game as fast as possible before it gets to late game and they have a chance of catching up. Like right now, we're up almost 12k gold. That's a pretty big lead at this point in the game, seeing as that they only have 30k gold and we have 42k. But whenever it gets to late game, it really doesn't matter. Like really late game, if they were able to just stall out our pushes forever and just farm up under their turrets in their base, then if it gets like that, to a point like that, and it gets late game, like right now 10k gold difference is a lot, but I mean even at late game, say your team has 90k gold, like you're up 20k gold, your team has 90k gold and the other team has 70k gold, you really have no advantage. I mean basically all of your team is going to have their full build once it gets that late in the game, and then it just comes up to teamwork and the plays that you can make. Like you want to keep up your ward coverage so you don't get caught out. That can throw a game pretty easy. I'm usually known in solo queue to be always pissed off at the supports if they don't keep their wards up, because you shouldn't have to tell someone who's playing support that they have to ward and stuff like that. Support's like the easiest role in the game. So here I'm just running up mid lane to go help my teammates.
Shut down.
I see 3 people on Udyr, so I throw down my move speed buff to try to help him get out of there, and I also poke back a little bit, try to scare them off, and then it looks like we just go all in on them because we're so much stronger. And yeah, there I just got a triple kill. And then probably just gonna take, they've got 4, well Varus is gonna be the only one up for at least 15 seconds, so we'll probably get both turrets in the inhib. Like there's still 4 of us up, so we're gonna be able to just take these towers and stuff pretty quick. And there, that Zyra did something pretty stupid. But yeah, we're just gonna take this inhib, and if they try to fight us, we're gonna lose because we're so low health. Like, we need to get out of there right now. Here I want to make sure that Zyra's safe and she gets away, because this late in the game your respawn times get pretty long, and they might be able to come back and take some of our turrets if they kill us, because we pushed too far and too long without going back and healing. But here I see Udyr caught out, so since I'm super fast, I just run in there with low health and try to draw people off of him, because I know that I can get away. And there, unfortunately, Blitzcrank landed his pull, so he died, but I still got away safe, so that's good for me. Here they're trying to make a push up mid, trying to take this tower. I'm just gonna poke at him, try to poke at him a little bit or something. I don't know, just sit there and defend until Corky can get there. And here I see a big minion wave on top, so I'm just gonna go up here and farm it up, because everybody loves money. Now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna buy, and I'll probably start on building my I already have a recurves bow. Forgot whenever I bought that, but yeah, I build that into a Wit's End, and I'll probably start building my Guardian Angel now. Yeah, I just bought a chain vest. Guardian Angel, you really should build your Guardian Angel after your, I mean, if it's looking like a bad game where you're gonna die a lot, it's probably best to build it after your Trinity Force. But if it's a game that's just going kind of like, it's pretty even for both teams, you want to build it after you build your Bloodthirster. But a game like this where we're just completely annihilating the enemy, I'm not really dying. I mean, I've had 1 death the whole game, so I mean a Guardian Angel wasn't really that important, so I just built a Wit's End instead. to have a little bit more attack speed, get some kills faster, and there they surrendered. Jayce is probably one of my favorite solo top champs right now. I bought him whenever he first came out, and I wasn't really that much into him, basically, because nobody really knew how to build him or what role he belonged in. I have seen some people do Jayce jungle, which I've never tried. I mean, I could see it being alright because he's super fast, so he could go and counter jungle with his speed and get out if anybody tries to stop him. You know, if anybody shows up, he can get out pretty safely. And also, he could use his movement speed to just run around the map, and if his teammates are keeping up wards and he sees the enemy jungler going in for a gank, he can head over that way pretty quickly and set up for a counter gank. But honestly, I think Jayce belongs solo top. He could be AD carry as long as you're pretty good with him and you know what you're doing and you know when you can go all in on somebody with your hammer form, and when you need to just stay back and just auto attack them. But yeah, anyways, in the jungle, I don't think he really belongs there. I think he could be played there, but he's much better to your team if he is top, where he can get a lot of farm, because he'll be more fed and be able to help your team out a lot more. Like, see, I had 198 farm that game, and Amumu was in the jungle, he only had 54, and Rammus, he was in the jungle, he only had 80. So imagine if I only had like 80 farm on Jayce. I mean, I would have more than that because I would spend more time actually clearing my jungle than just running around the map like a spastic. But yeah, you're not going to get as much farm, so you're not going to be as built. And with Jayce, he's pretty item dependent, so you need items, especially Trinity Force, if you really want to do any damage and be useful to your team. But I think I covered everything so far, and I hope you liked this video. It's actually my first League of Legends video. I plan on making more. I'm sorry if my commentary wasn't the best. Like I said, it's my first video, so if you have any tips or anything that I missed or could have been talking about, leave it in the comments below and let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video.